Shopify has like, it's such an amazing self-serve product-led growth business. Like, can you like explain a little bit of like how is sales organized at Shopify? Because I know after you did the point of solution stuff, you ended up like leading go to market for Canada. Like, what does sales look like at Shopify more broadly?
You're opening up Pandora's box with that question because it's changed so many times. So there was a plus sales team selling the upmarket product. So to customers of like $1 million in GMV and above, there was a more sophisticated product. And so they had a sales team. That organization was probably 400 to 600 people before I started, but we didn't cross over at any point on the org chart. We were totally separate product lines. I was building something separate. And then after the end of 2021, the end of 2020, we brought all of those teams together, regionalized, and every region sold all products. And it was basically a train wreck. Not the right org design, bunch of weird decisions made. And so we sort of floundered for 12 to 18 months and sort of tried to unwind that reorg incrementally because we over regionalized. We had duplicates of roles everywhere, like really poor collaboration. And so that was a big challenge. And so we unwound a lot of that. A new CRO just joined, this guy, Bobby Morrison, I think his name is, from Intuit. He's like whipped the place into shape. So now there's a lot more like central specialization, a services model. They've like brought back the retail team. Like my team got disbanded, which crushed me at the time. It was really sad to see. And now it's like back as a thing. So what's old is new again. So it's ebbed and flowed a lot, but it seems like in the last couple quarters since Bobby's got his people in there and he's making decisions, it seems like it's on an exciting pace, which is exciting for me because I'm a big Shopify fan. I'm super, super excited to hear that it's like really clipping now.
And it's an amazing company. And Toby is just such an incredible aspirational leader who I look up to so much. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's so interesting to hear org redesign stuff. Yeah, I can totally see how there's a lot of duplicative roles and how the GM model probably like sounds good in theory, but in practice, it's like, okay, now I'm hiring 2 of everything and then no one's actually specialized in anything. Yeah, it's an interesting balance.
It sounded cool it sounded like, I actually never liked it on paper. I wrote like an 8-page document arguing against it that didn't go anywhere, but it like on paper I got what they were thinking, but then in reality it didn't totally make sense. And then the guy who was behind it left the business like 4 months after it happened, so we were all left doing cleanup duty. So lesson learned again, like, you know, it's frustrating at the time, but lots of interesting lessons in terms of great organizational design and how you can build high functioning businesses. So yeah, but it was wild.
And I'm curious, how does Shopify sales team sort of play off of that strong product-led motion? You know, are there like triggers that you have where it's like, okay, time for the sales team to reach out to this customer? Or are you like reaching out to net new people who have never even, you know, built in Shopify before? Like, what's the balance there?
Yeah. So for a company of that size, we were actually a lot less sophisticated than you would think in terms of the use of data for go-to-market. On the product side, very high sophistication. That growth organization is probably one of the best in the world. Like Luke Levesque, who runs it and really piloted it, was like, he's a badass. But we never really got that same level of sophistication to go-to-market. And so you did a lot through the tools that you did have access to, but a lot of that happened at the sort of team level. The advantage was you had a lot of customers that were growing quickly on Shopify's core products, and we had great data on those customers to try to upgrade them. And then on the sales side, you know, everybody knew the best targets in their market. You know, they're on our competitors, they're the brands that people know about. And so the prospect data was a little messy. They've just like relaunched their whole Salesforce instance. I think that's getting better, but that wasn't our forte. RevOps wasn't our forte until I think recently.
Yeah, I think companies with amazing like a product market fit, like a lot of the times the internal operations, you can get away with it for a lot longer than you think. I know like Stripe had a similar
Yeah.
situation talking to people there, but yeah, no, I mean when you have great product market fit, it covers up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and you just have so much inbound volume. Like there's so much inbound volume, and the outbound conversion rates are so strong because it's Shopify. People are like, yeah, I'll take a meeting. Yeah,
Yeah,
tell me what's going on. What are you guys building? Like there was a genuine curiosity from customers to hear our point of view and what's going on, and especially product wise. So yeah, that definitely leads to not needing to be like crazy buttoned up. But that was a tremendous opportunity. I think now that the company is building a lot of go-to-market strength and a lot of go-to-market sophistication, that business will accelerate in a significant way because there's so much opportunity, so much data, so the brand power is so great, and that product is just unequivocally better than basically anything else out there for most like pure D2C e-com use cases. So yeah, I'm bullish.